Since Amber made her way back into mainstream media, she's been revealing a lot of her thoughts on how the case turned out and everything that led up to it. However, she has also been throwing a lot of blame around, and now it seems fans have had enough of her pointing finger and she just might be on her way to completely getting cancelled by the Gen Zs. So, what exactly have brought out this reaction from people on social media? When Amber stayed silent, you could argue that most people thought it was because she realized how wrong she was in all of this. But then she just showed us that it is us who were wrong. And she proved this to us recently with her words when she got on an interview on the Today Show and gave some of her views about why things wound up the way they did. Starting off her side of the story, Amber blamed the media for being a major influence on how things turned out. To be more specific, the actress implied that the jurors were not only disobedient to the judge's orders to not look at social media, but that they weren't smart enough to separate facts in the court from the stuff on social media. I know you're probably gaping just hearing about this, but this was only the beginning of what the actress said on the stand. Later, she made her attacks on the jury and Depp himself more profound when she was asked more specific questions about the case.
Polite way to say it. The jury looked at the evidence you presented. They listened to your testimony and they did not believe you. They thought you were lying.
How could, I'll put it this way, how could they make a judgment? How could they not come to that conclusion? They had sat in those seats and heard over 3 weeks of nonstop, relentless testimony from paid employees and towards the end of the trial, randos, as I say.
So you don't.
Shocking that she would take her lies this far, isn't it? Well, many fans are sick of it, and that's why a lot of them have been sharing their views on this whole thing via social media. And it is also why one of these many users on social media started a whole conversation on the subject, asking why everyone is just letting it slide that the actress has been saying all of these false things. She wrote, "Why are you guys giving her a platform to speak? She's a proven assaulter. If the roles were reversed, y'all would not have Johnny sitting in that seat. It's disgusting." The user has a point, given that when Johnny Depp actually lost the UK trial, he lost every bit of credibility accorded to his name. He wasn't even wanted on interviews at all, but the case seems to be reversed with Amber, and a lot of other fans also agreed with this notion. One user wrote, "She doesn't get cause and effect. People are appalled by her after hearing the audio in her testimony trial. This is expressed on social media. She seems to think it works the other way around." Another user also agreed, saying, "Frankly, Johnny wouldn't do this anyway. I think you're conveniently forgetting that they literally just had Elaine on there. Then days later, Camille and Ben on the same show. It's simply more evidence against her. It's called giving her enough rope." Speaking of Elaine, this actually seems to have applied to the lawyer, because she was initially taking several interviews to just attack Johnny and his legal team. But that didn't last very long. Who knows? Maybe it'll be the same case with Amber later down the line. Tell us, do you also think Amber should be stopped, or are you enjoying her embarrass herself all over national TV?